All right. Good morning again. And if you're watching the video later on, whatever the time is it that you're watching the video, hello to you. Or hello back again to you if you were in class. Good. So, guys, we're going to talk about conversation and mainly as a dialogue. This is unit 4. We're about to finish class. This unit is mostly about practicing, but also about checking grammar and structure about a dialogue. What do you need for a dialogue? What differences are there? Options when you are speaking. What are good key words when you're speaking? And it's basically, this unit is basically to help you talk a little more. And since we have this Zoom video conference right now, and it's always hard for us to connect and to get everybody in the same at the same time or at the same pace, meaning of with our difference in internet connection and with you being here present but almost not, because sometimes you have to leave and then come back and then leave and then come back. It's kind of hard to start a real dialogue and practice and so on, but we're going to do some practices even like that. I'm going to be asking you, some of you, to take the role of one or the other person for the dialogues. We have a few dialogues in this visual aid that you're going to be helping. You're going to be one of the person or one of the people that is part of that conversation. Okay. So it's about a few topics that we're going to cover right now. And in terms of homework, there's going to be two, kind of three, but the third one we already talked about it last week. The first homework today is going to be about our class, some questions, the usual, just to participate, the usual questions about the video conference for today. The second homework, and which is the most important for the week, is going to be related to one of the books that it's about conversation. And it's only the basics in conversation, but I'm going to give you about almost a chapter that it has advices and it has a few conversations there. But at the end, there is a few exercises that I want you to complete, and it's personal. It's only you. But then the third one, the third homework, I'm going to open the space so you can give us the name or the person that you're going to be interviewing. Remember that we talked about that last week, last class. That your final exam, which is not an exam, but is or project. We could call it a project because it might be related to it. But your final grade for this class, it's going to be a dialogue. So we're going to open we're going to open a file that is going to be shared starting today, and through the week you need to give us the name and something related about that person so we can help you preparing the questions for your interview. All right, so okay, Gil, I don't have a request from anyone, so I cannot accept. Uh, if someone is waiting to be accepted, then it Zoom tells me, but no, he's not trying to get in, I guess. But thank you for the comment. So yes, conversation as a dialogue. We are going to start talking, but not just here in the class, but with other people too. All right. So that's what this is going to be related to. Talk with some other people, or just talk, not just with yourself, but talk. And this is sort of like the start of what we're going to be doing next semester. Next semester is full of that. Most of the assignments next semester on the conversation seminar 2, it's about speaking, talking with this person, this other person, this other person. There's a lot of exercises like that. Mainly, the main reason for it is so that you can have at least a few more practice. Because reality strikes. We can almost say that November is over. We are almost starting December, the end of the year, and that means that you have like 6 months left of school, of actually university courses. So you're about to leave school in 6 months. So yeah, we need to practice somehow. All right. So let's, with no further ado, let's start with the topic. So today we're going to cover in this short class about common dialogues, which is basically about these guys over here, introducing yourselves, short conversations, conversation in a common place like a restaurant, and of course, expressing one's opinion. We're going to try to cover that. Common dialogues, simple things like, hi, how you doing? I'm doing good. And you, oh, I'm good too. Thanks for asking. Very simple dialogues like that, but those dialogues are part of the most important things if you want to start a conversation. You need to greet the other person. Greet. Do your greetings to another person. So some of those things is what we're going to try to be covering in this class. Okay, so that's the outline. Oh, and in every slide, I included the source from where I took the information. And for those pictures that are part of some of the slides, you have the link on how to get it. It's outside the slide, because I didn't like the way it looks when it is inside, but you're gonna have the PowerPoint file, this file that I'm showing you as always, and it's always there. You have all of the links. So we are covering the author of everything here, okay? So just a reminder that we're covered, okay? Like here. So to be able to start even speaking about a dialogue, we need to have the definition of what a dialogue is. So let's go through it. You can see it here below in your screen. You can see it. And it says, it has two main definitions. And I only took the one that is referred. So I wanted to leave it saying that, hey, it's the entry of one of two. But I only took the one definition that is related to conversation. Okay. And I took it from the most famous dictionary. Well, at least for us Spanish speakers, that's the most recommended dictionary, which is the Merriam-Webster dictionary. And it says, a dialogue, it's a written, because it's also a dialogue when you write it, a written composition in which two or more characters are represented as conversing, as speaking. Or, let's read the number 2A, a conversation with or between two or more persons. And I left it like this because the dictionary say it like this. But when you're talking about person in plural, it should be people. But I wanted to make that clear that also the dictionaries, they have a few mistakes. Okay. So it's a conversation between two or more people. It's also a similar exchange between a person and something else, such as a computer. Why is that saying here? We already know that in computers or in electronic devices, we have a way to exchange. We can exchange ideas, or we can exchange a little conversation or something else with those devices. I don't know if you have heard about Alexa, the Alexa device that you can connect it in your house, and you can have it's plugged to the internet, and you can ask things. Alexa answers back to you. It's similar like Siri in your cell phones. You can ask for something, Siri answers back, and then you have that conversation. So the Merriam-Webster dictionary also includes that. It could also be an exchange between a person and something else, because we already know that if it is artificial intelligence, it is not a person, but we can still have a dialogue with something that is related to artificial intelligence, okay? So the dictionary is now considering that. It's also an exchange of ideas and opinions. And there's an example here: organized a series of dialogues of human rights. If we were to talk about human rights, we all have different ideas and we can have opinions, and we start a dialogue with that. Z, a discussion between representatives of parties to a conflict that is aimed at resolution. So it could also be a discussion. And it's giving us an example here also: a constructive dialogue between loggers and environmentalists. Very famous dialogues or conversations through the world when you have discussions. It's been well known that the environmentalist people fight for the environment's rights, and that's through conversation, through speaking. Number 3, it's also the conversational element of literary or dramatic composition. Like on a film, speaking about a movie, or when they are writing something realistic as a dialogue. It could also be not just for a movie, it could be for a play, what we call in Spanish obra de teatro. So it's also something that is written as a literary or dramatic composition. One of the most famous ones is the one from Shakespeare. I don't know if you remember, or you might have heard of it, Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet, it's written that way, and so it's been acted as a play, and then they made movies about it, but it was written that way as a dialogue. And a musical composition for 2 or more parts, suggestive of a conversation. Nowadays, there's a lot of this that they call collaboration, collaboration. When you have 2 or more different singers, and it's sort of like a conversation in a song. You might have seen this nowadays in the last, it has always been used, but during the last decade, these last 10 years, collaboration has been used so much in the music industry because it works, it sells, it gives you more money. So they use sort of dialogue songs in music. So there's also dialogues present over there. Okay, with that said, with the definition that we mentioned now, we're gonna go and start with the common dialogues. And remember that was one of the first topics that we were going to cover. So this is dialogue within 2 students at a university. Common dialogues. And now, right now, I'm gonna go and choose 2 people that need to participate. Okay. And this is Nadia and Alicia. So I need two women because it's not, it's gonna be weird if one of you is another of the guys. I will accept if you want to participate, but if you don't say that you want to participate, I'm just going to point at you. So I'll give you a few seconds to decide. No one.
I can read it.
Okay, Maria, you
Me
can do it.
too.
Okay, Maria, and who else? Carmen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So Maria, I'm gonna have you ask Nadia.
Okay.
Carmen, you're gonna read Alicia. Okay. So let's just go. I'm gonna go through it fast so you can hear, and then you do it yourself. Okay. Just wait for me. So it is. Hello, my name is Nadia. Welcome to our university. Hi, I am Alicia. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from, Alicia? I'm from Nicaragua. How about you? I'm from France. Is this your first time in London? No, I have been living in London for about 3 years now. I see. Have you been studying here for all the time? Yes, this is my third year here. I have got one more year to go. What are you studying? I'm studying English literature. I want to be a linguistic. How about you? Sounds cool. I want to be a school teacher. That's great. I have always wanted to study abroad, so I came to London. Nice. Yeah, I love it here. I'm actually planning to live here even after I graduate. Perfect. You're already from Europe, so it shouldn't be that difficult for you. Yeah, I would just need to convince my parents about you. What about you? I love London, but I'm just here for school. I'll need to go back once I graduate anyway. I see. Well, good luck to you. I have to go to class now. It was nice talking with you. Thank you. You too. And have a good class. Goodbye. You see, it's very funny if there's only one person because uh, the dialogue doesn't exist. So when I'm reading it just by myself, it doesn't make sense. But I read it, and also I made several mistakes when I was reading because I was fast and I didn't check it that well. But when I read it, I did it for Maria's and Carmen to listen to something and to be able to do it. I'm not asking you to do it perfectly. I just want to have a dialogue between the two people. So we're gonna start Maria and Carmen. So Maria, you start, and then Carmen goes, and so on. Whenever you're ready, Maria, you can start. Thank
Okay. Hello, my name is Nadia. Welcome to our university.
Hi, I'm Alicia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from, Alicia?
I am from Nicaragua. How about you?
I'm from I am from France.
Is this your first time in London?
No, I have been living in London for about 3 years now.
I see. Have you been studying here for a lot of time?
Yes, this is my third grade here. I have got one more year to go.
Um, what are you studying?
I'm studying English literature. I want to be linguistic. How about you?
Hold on, I get lost. um, where is it? Okay, sounds cool. I want to be a school teacher.
That's great.
I have always wanted to study abroad, so I came to London.
Nice. Yeah, I love it here. I'm actually planning to live here even after I grade.
Mm, perfect. You already from Europe, so it shouldn't be that difficult for you.
Yeah, I will just need to convince my parents. What about you?
I love London, but I'm just here for school. I will need to go back once I graduate anyway.
I see. Well, good luck to you. I have to go to class now. It was nice talking to you with you.
Thank you. You too. And have a good class.
Goodbye.
Bye.
you. Bye. Very good. Very good. Thank you. That was very good. Thank you, Maria and Carmen. So you see the difference when you hear the two voices? And this is a very common dialogue for two people that they haven't met before. So they have to ask questions like, who are you? And inside that question is here, hello, my name is Nadia, welcome. So there is not an explicit question, but it is inside because it's telling us the name and then it's telling us that the response, the answer needs to be with the other person's name. Hi, I am Alicia. And then the most common things to do when you are meeting a new person is this. Nice to meet you. You need to remember that when you are meeting a new person. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Okay. And then the most common questions, where are you from? And how about you? And then from the answers, you continue having a dialogue. So the dialogue depends on the answers too. So here it's one of the persons, Alicia, said, Nicaragua, how about you? I'm from France. Oh, is this your first time? Now related to where the both of them, they are in London. One is from Nicaragua and the other person is from France. Oops, I'm going away with this. Eraser. The other person is from France. And then now after that, another question comes, is this your first time in London? And then from that, a good conversation started. Not just a simple dialogue, but more than that. A longer conversation. It tells you about the story of one of the girls. I've been here for about 3 years. Have you been studying? Yes, this is my 3rd year here. What are you studying? English literature. Now, one person is sharing. She's been in London for 3 years. She's been studying and she's studying English literature. Then it's the time for the other person to complete the dialogue, to answer something. And then that's what, when Alicia, the other person says, hey, I want to be a school teacher. So they are relating to things that are common in between the two of them. Because to be a school teacher needs a lot of literature. And then they're like, oh, that's great. And I always wanted to study abroad. So I came to London. Now is the time for Alicia to share more information because up until here, we were hearing about Nadia. And then, yeah, I love it. I'm actually planning to live here even after I graduate, says Nadia. So they are relating more about being both of them being in London despite being from different countries. So that's the thing. When you start a dialogue, you want to get things that are related to both of the people. Normally, you will have dialogues at school as you have them with your classmates. For example, Carmen, when you met Maria about 3.5 years ago, you had to start a conversation with her. You had to say something. And you probably said, hi, I'm Carmen. What about you? And then Maria said back to you, hey, I'm Maria. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Compass. Then, oh, no, I'm here from Moctezuma. And so on. And then you started looking for things that you had related. But those are very simple conversations that you can take and translate to the job or to the work area. When you start meeting a new person, it's about the same. Hello, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Are you new here? Yes, I'm new. I just started working in the planning department. Oh, good. I am from the designing department. I bet we can work very good together. Now you have it. you start a conversation with a new person at the work area. So it's the same. Always start by greeting the other person. Hi, hello, good morning. How are you? Oh, I'm good, thanks for asking. And then you start getting information and sharing information. That's about having a dialogue. Okay, so let's move forward. There are more dialogues that we're gonna have people participating. So here we have another one. This is about introducing yourself. So we have here Peter and Jane. This is an example, says here. Peter and Jane are meeting for the first time at a social event. They are meeting in a party. After greeting each other, they begin asking simple personal questions. Working with a friend or classmate, take turns practicing this dialogue using the correct form of the verb to be. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work with a classmate here. Spider-Man? Yes, I know. When I know, I got the same. I was then looking for a picture to use here, and all I could find was Spider-Man, Peter and Jane from Spider-Man, but it's not. Yes, Carmen, it got that idea. Yeah. Okay, so can we have two people also? I need a man and a woman right now.
I want to be Mary Jane.
Okay, who was that?
Me, Gabi.
Gabby, you want to be who? Jane. Well, of course, Jane. We need
Or
Peter.
Peter.
It will be more interesting if we have one of the boys. So Gabby will be Jane. And Peter? Gilberto.
Here.
Gilberto. Okay. So this is more simple dialogue, introducing yourself. So I'm not gonna go and read it. So you guys start. Peter is the one who starts. Go ahead, Peter.
Hello,
Hi,
my name is Peter. What is your name?
my name is Jane. Nice to meet you.
Is, is this a pleasure? Eh? This is a great Paris.
Yes, it is. Where are you from?
I am from Amsterdam.
Amsterdam? Are you German?
No, I'm not German. I'm Dutch.
Oh, you're Dutch. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Where are you from?
I'm from London, but I'm not British.
No? What are you?
Well, my parents were Spanish, so I'm Spanish too.
Did we lose Peter?
Peter.
Okay.
That's,
Yeah.
it's very interesting. Spain is beautiful country.
Thank you. It is a wonderful place.
Okay, good. So what did we learn from here? It's a simple dialogue at a party. So it says, hello, hi. So over here it's like greetings. Hi, hello. Even closing one of your eyes or something. And then, oh, my name is. Take a look at it. My name is. My name is. But to be able to get the other person's name, you need to ask, what's your name? My name is Jane. Nice to meet you. Remember what we said before? All of these are greetings. Hello, and then nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. And also, now giving an opinion to keep speaking. This is a great party. And then now we keep speaking. Oh, yes, it is. And now another question. Where are you from? I'm from Amsterdam. Are you German? I'm not. I'm Dutch. Oh, you're Dutch. Sorry about that. That's okay. Where are you from? Again, the same question. You can take the other person's question and use it yourself too. I'm from London, but I'm not British. That was interesting, right? Jane is from London, but her ascendance, she is Spanish. She is from Spain. Her parents, her family is from Spain. So we probably can relate to Jane. That's very interesting. Spain is a beautiful country. Thank you. It is a wonderful place. And thank you, Gabi and Gilberto. You did a very good job too. Thank you very much. So this is about introducing ourselves. In your homework about the dialogue, your final assignment, you need to remember these things about starting the dialogue with something like this. Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? And then try to get the questions. What kind of questions? Well, that will depend on the person that you are interviewing. And the way, well, we're calling it an interview because we want to have questions and answers, but we also want you to have a true dialogue with the other person. So you need to answer back and have it like a conversation. Yes. Any questions up until here? We're doing good?
Yes.
No.
Okay. No, we're not doing good? So key vocabulary in this example. Peter and Jane use several important phrases to ask questions and to learn more about each other, including my name is, where are you from, I am from, are you? So those are what is called key vocabulary. I already mentioned that, but since I included it on the slide, I needed to mention it. When we have a short conversation, which is very common everywhere, we can have things like, how are you? How are you doing? And then the answer comes, I'm well, how are you? Or how is it going? It's going well, thank you. How are you doing? Or more informal conversation. How are things? Fine, thanks. And yourself? It's also very, very informal. What's up? And you don't even need an answer over there. You can answer back to, hey, fine. That's it. So those are very short conversations. Just one question, one answer. Or one question and answer and the same question back. Like on the first one, I'm well, how are you? The other person says, I'm well too, thanks for asking. Or I'm well, thank you. And that's it. And it was a dialogue, it was a conversation, but it was very short. Still, it is a dialogue. Because remember from the definition, it is between two or more people. And they share information. And it can be by written, but here we're talking about speaking dialogue. Okay, so with that said, now we have another one. Time for your bath. So we have A and B. A is a mother, but it's and B is a little girl, but or a boy. That's fine. We can have A, which is a mom. I would prefer to have one of the ladies of the girls from this class, or we can have one of the boys, but it's fine. We can have a boy in B. Who's going to be A?
Hatna.
Who's going to be A? Gabby was suggesting that B will be Hadnael. We can have it. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Asael
Hadnael.
to A.
And Asael. Gabby is suggesting that Asael could be A. That's fine. Or another person. Who else is there? Let's see the people. We have, there's Adriana, there's Anna, we have Connie, Valeria, who haven't participated. But we can also
Me.
have the boys as well. Who says me?
I can do it.
Valeria.
Oh, wait.
Yes, Vale.
Okay. Azael, we are going to have you for the next one. Okay, so that's going to be Valeria. Valeria is going to be A. Okay, and then B is going to be Hadnael. Okay, we're not going to practice. We're just going to go and start. Whenever you're ready, Valeria, you start.
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Go ahead.
It's time for your bath, young lady.
But, Mom, I'm not dirty.
You need a bath every day
Why?
because you don't want to smell bad.
I don't smell bad.
That's what you think.
If you smell bad, I can't smell me.
I can smell you.
I can smell you too.
That's my perfume.
When can I wear perfume?
Thank you very much. Very good, Valeria and Hadnael. Hannah, I gotta love your spirit. You put yourself into the character. So it's a common dialogue. Remember that we were going to talk about common dialogues. This is a dialogue inside a family, and it's a common thing. It's talking about, hey, you have to go and take a shower. You have to clean up yourself. So yeah, a very common thing. A woman and a child talking about taking a shower, taking a bath. So it's like, it's time for your bath, young lady, but Mom, I'm not dirty. You need a bath every day. So how was the conversation? How did the conversation started? Mom tells to the child, it's time. There's no question, but it was almost like an order. But the child says, mommy, no, I'm okay. We have seen this in almost every kid, every child there is. I'm not dirty, mommy. And then mom says, you need a bath every day. She keeps doing it. Mom is always very straightforward, like, you need to do it. And then the little kid, why? Now we start having a better conversation. It's not just an order. Now the kid is asking for a discussion about the topic. Why? Give me a reason. And the mother says it's something about smelling. The child says that no, I don't smell bad. I can smell you too. And then the mother says, hey, that's my perfume. When can I wear a perfume? I have heard this dialogue in every household that they have kids. It's always the same conversation. So this is why I've chosen this one. And this is, of course, a very common dialogue. And this is for family. For every family there is, you're going to listen to that dialogue. So how to answer to this dialogue? If you are one of them, it's a normal, fluid dialogue that goes for a discussion or a discussion. A discussion. Ooh, I was giving the stress mark. A discussion. So when we look for having a discussion, it works. And we can have a very good dialogue or not. It depends on both of the parties, meaning of it depends on what everyone is thinking, what the thoughts that you're going to transmit through your speaking, how the dialogue is going to turn out. Because when we start a discussion, it could turn out being as a debate. And in debates, you know that there's always one that defends their point of view better because it has more facts, it has more evidence in the speaking. That's what we call facts. So defending your facts when you start a debate is what makes you win that discussion. So like here, the little kid says like, no, mommy, I can smell you too. And then the mom says, hey, that's my perfume. So that was a fact. And then the kid goes like, okay, I don't want to take a shower. I just want to take perfume. Probably the mom will answer back to that, no, just go and take a shower. Just go and clean yourself up. Because that's mom, right? All right, so let's see a different one. We have a bigger one here. That's why we left Azael. Azael, you could be the waitress or you could be the customer. Which one do you want to be? We're gonna have a conversation in a common place. This is a restaurant, steakhouse. So Azael, we're ready for you to participate. You're going to be one of them, the waitress or the customers. And we need another person, another one. What about Alejandro? Usually participates. Ana, Carlos, Connie. You're not participating today, Connie. What's going on?
I'm here. I'm listening you.
Okay, so do you want to be one of the conversation parts right now, the waitress or the customers?
Which one?
You should, because Azael is very quiet. He doesn't want to know.
I wanna be the waitress.
Okay, so that's good. So the waitress will be Connie. I tend to write your nickname in a different ways every time.
Yeah,
Azael,
that's
where are
okay.
you?
I'm here.
Okay, good. So you're going to be the customers, okay?
Okay.
Good. Do you guys want to practice before or do you want to just start? Because this is a long dialogue.
Right now? What do you think, Asael?
I think the same.
Okay.
So you can just start. Okay. Okay, then whenever
Good
you're ready,
evening.
Connie. Yeah, okay, good.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Good evening and welcome to GB Steakhouse. I will be your server tonight.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Can I get you started with something to drink?
Yes, can we get 2 red wines and water, please?
Sure, I will be right back with your drinks.
Thank you. And can we get an extra menu as well?
Certainly.
That's it. You don't read this. That's good.
Here is your wine. Are you ready to order?
Yes, we are. What does the New York stick come with?
It comes with veggies and mashed potatoes.
Okay, I will have the New York stick.
Of course. And how would you like your steak cooked?
Well done, please.
Sure. How about you, ma'am?
Can I have a Caesar salad with chicken, please?
Absolutely. For the little guy?
We will have macaroni and cheese for him.
Sure. And would you like anything to drink, mister?
Just water.
Great. I'll be back with your orders.
Perfect.
Here are your orders. Enjoy your meal.
Again, Connie.
How is everything so far?
Great, thanks. Can we get the check, please?
Certainly.
Here's your bill. You can pay it at the cashier whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Good. Very, very good. Congratulations to the two of you. It's been the longest dialogue on this class. Thank you very, very much. This one, it's a little more complicated probably, but it's a common dialogue also. This is in a common place. When you go to a restaurant, you're going to talk about the dishes that they serve. So it's very normal that you have questions and that you ask something like this. What does the New Year's steak comes with? So that person wants to know if he orders the plate, what is he going to get? So she's saying, oh, it comes with mashed potatoes and veggies. So it's probably like this one here, like this plate. And says, okay, I'll have the New Year's steak. But then there was more people. And you need to know about the other plates, the other dishes, not plates, the other dishes. What are they? So the women is asking, I'll have a Caesar salad with chicken. And then for the kids, mac and cheese. There's a kid in there. And then what about to drink? Because at the beginning, he asked for 2 red wine and water. But then for the little kid to drink, this was, I mean, the red wine is only for adults. But then for kids, just water. Because you can ask for juice, you can ask for sodas. But then, no, just water. And there's also another very common thing that is going to happen when you order something in a restaurant. You ask for the bill or the check. Can I have the bill? Can I have the check? So that's where you have your ticket. And then you can go and pay when you're ready. This is here, when you're ready. Thank you, thank you. And at the end, there's always going to be this. The waitress is going to say, hey, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a nice night. Goodbye. Thank you very much, and so on. So going back to all of this dialogue, you see what we have said all of the time in the common dialogues, except for the one that was at home about the showering thing. Good evening. So it's always saying greeting. Hi, good evening. Hello. Good morning if it is in the morning. So the customers answer back, hello, how are you? Same thing. So you ask, you answer, and you ask back again, and you can have a dialogue. So there's a dialogue, conversation between customers or clients and the person who is serving you, the waitress. And then the waitress answers back to the question. And now starts business. Can I get you something to drink? Now the question. Can I get you something to drink? Yes. Can we get? Can we get? Take a look at how you are asking for something to drink or for food. Can I get? Can I get? You can also use we would like. Oops, I wrote it mistakenly. We would like to have, and then you can mention 2 red wines and water, please. You can also say, we are going to have 2 red wines and water, please. There are different ways to say the same thing, but it's usually like that. Can we get, or we will have, we're going to have. Sure, I'll be right back with your drinks. That's what happens every time when you go to a restaurant and if you ask something right away, immediately, then yes, your waitress is gonna go and come back with the wine and the water because we asked for drinks, right? And then, yes, can we have an extra menu? Probably there was only one menu in this conversation. Probably there was only one menu at the table. And that's because there were two people, two adults and a little kid. They were asking for an extra menu so that both of them could read it at the same time. One person asked for the meal with meat, the New Year's steak, and the other person asked for a salad. Very common salad, Caesar salad with chicken. That's a very common one. If you are, this dialogue is probably from the United States, because almost in every restaurant, in every steakhouse, you will have that kind of salad, a Caesar salad. So you need to know about this. If you don't know what the Caesar salad is, you can always ask the same way as this guy here asked. What does the New Year's steak come with? You can ask things like, what does the Caesar salad has? How is it built? What size is it? If you have experience with salads, there are restaurants that give you a humongous quantity, meaning like a super big salad. And some other restaurants, when you ask for a salad, it's a very small portion versus a big portion. So you want to ask what size it is. Is it big? Is it medium? Is it small? What size is the dish? And then the waitress will always answer back to you. Very common thing that almost every restaurant in the United States sells for kids. Because I don't know why, but kids in the United States love mac and cheese. So if you wouldn't want to have problems with your kid when you go to a restaurant, you just have for the common things that they would like to eat. So in resume, when you go to a restaurant, you are going to have a dialogue, a conversation with the waitress, because that's the person who is going to come to you, to your table, and serve you. In order to serve you, you need to have a conversation. It's kept simple. It's about asking for dishes, asking for help, but asking for help in a specific way, asking for a dish to have it here so you can eat it. Something that it's very common for meat. When you're asking for meat, you can have, that's one of the most expensive and delicious type of the New Year's steak. But there are different ones. Let me see if I can remember another one. You can have something called ribeye steak. You could ask for ribs, which is this type of plate here. I'm talking about meat, okay, meat. When you're talking about steaks, there is something that you need to know and remember that you need to tell your server, your waitress. You need to tell this person here. Is going to ask you, how would you like your steak cooked? there is one of the answers is well done. There is one of the answers. Well done. If you are like me, you're going to ask well done. But a lot of people like them like two-thirds. Some people like it like medium. Some people like it like kind of raw. We're talking about meat. And I'm going to translate this so you can remember this. Whenever you go into a restaurant and ask for meat, for steak, they are going to ask you this. How do you like your meat to be cooked? ¿Cómo les gusta que esté cocinada? Bien cocinada es well done. Cuando no le queda nada rojo a la carne. Pero luego hay gente que le gusta lo que acabo de decir. 2/3, que esté medianamente cocido. También hay quien usa el término 1/3, que todavía tiene bastante sangre. O que nada más esté pasado así nomás por el grill. Y que salga con la sangre jugosa. Son gustos. If you don't like it that way, it doesn't matter. They ask you in a restaurant because everybody has a different likes. So this is about differences between people. And that's going to happen in your dialogue, in your conversation. You need to choose one of these. You need to choose if you are going to have steak or meat. You need to decide what type of meat you like. When in terms of how is it cooked, I've chosen this conversation because of that, because this is different. If you were to go to a hamburger restaurant or to a pizza place, you only have the selection of the ingredients, but you never need to mention, oh, well done, well cooked, just a medium, or I only have one and like 2/3. No, you don't need to decide that. You decide about ingredients. When you ask for a hamburger and if you don't like onions, for example, you only mention, oh, I want to have the cheese hamburger, but no onions, please. So you decide about ingredients. But when you're asking for something more complicated like this, like meat, like steak, you need to use these things in your conversation. And like I said, if you're like me, you're always going to say, I like it well done, please. Well cooked. Okay, good. And like I said, talking about salads, the usual is that you ask for size. Is it big? Sometimes you can ask, can I have half the salad? You can ask for that. It's a common thing. Asking to have half a salad, which is half the plate. Porque a veces es muy grande y te vas a comer la mitad y eso lo puedes pedir en el restaurante. Véndame la mitad. Y es común. That's very common. You need to include that in your dialogue. All right? Good. And last but not least, most important thing at the end of the dialogue is to ask for the check or the bill. That's the same thing. Check and bill is about the same thing. La cuenta. Can I have the check, please? Can we have the bill, please? Sometimes this is more implicit inside the conversation. Sometimes it's about a movement that you do. You go and look for your waiter. You look for your waiter, and then you are like, hey, you are looking for your waiter, and then you're like, hey, you make those movements. That means the check, the bill. So that's part also of your conversation, even though you're not speaking. But sometimes you're like, hey, you're moving your lips, but you're not yelling because you want to be polite with the other people that is around you in the other tables. And then you're like, and then the other person understands that you're saying check, the check. And with this movement, it's understandable that you're asking for the check for your bill. All right. So I believe that I'm over time already. I already took more of the time for this. So yes, we're about to be done. I should stop here because it's already time, but let me see. Just want to go back to it. Okay. So expressing opinion, that's another part. I'm gonna left this one for next class because we already took most of the time for the class. So we're gonna talk about that when we come back again next week. And if you could please go through this and take a look at these dialogues just for fun, that will be fine. That will be good. I have to apologize. I didn't check on the time and I know that it's already 10:11, so we have to stop right now, but make sure to wait for the video and to the homeworks to start getting open. I'm going to upload everything once we finish our class and then you can look for it. I'm gonna let you know through our WhatsApp group that you have everything in the platform. I'll let you know. Okay, any questions right now? So we can finish the class?
No.
No, no questions.
Okay,
question.
thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming and thank you for all the helpers today. Thank you for being great participating. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of you who participated and congratulations also to all of you who were listening and paying attention. All right. See you guys through our WhatsApp group and see you here next class. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice
Bye.
Bye.
weekend. Bye-bye.